So I will have a little solo show inside on the top section, and the gumball itself will have one of these with all other things. Yes, it will be installed in June 14. I'm hoping. And this is the newest series. It's I call family. If you look more, you will see a fish, like a family, and then that's mushroom. This is a sculpture. I sculpted in clay first and then make a mold. And it's up like some castle. I think maybe that's it. And yes.
How about the one above
Oh,
the
that one,
fireplace?
I did it a long time ago. But I show in one of the gallery, they don't know my old work. And I bring it here too. Yes. It's a sign language called spirit. It's a movement, how it moves. I forgot how it is. It's a long time ago. So similar to the pattern of how the wave would move.
Oh, it was a sign language.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was like me and some people were guessing so hard about what this was signifying. Almost like, you know, it kind of reminds me like that, like a Buddha religious, as well as like could be some could be like more yin and yang as a way of having two gods.
For me, it reminded me very much like of a pregnant belly, and as a symbol of the creation of like a feminine creation, you know. So I thought it was a great piece to put here as a beginning of your seminar.
Yeah, I think in the way that you place the sculpture like in the middle of the space also create like a balance on everything. Like, also the sculpture look like balance itself, and the way that you create these lines that are all together, and how you put like the hands like underneath the rock, or you know, like the piece. It's very, I don't know, looks like very sentimental piece, but also like a very jinjang. I don't know how to say, like the balance of everything.
Unifying, maybe.
Exactly.
Union.
Yes.
Yeah, David and I actually spoke about that similar perspective last week as well.
I think it, I don't know, just a comment in general. Sometimes I think as artists, we think of our work very segmented into phases. This is older, this is this. But as I get older, I find more and more, not only like Dante's Return, that you come back to the same place in a different way, but also the value of integrating works that are not necessarily from this phase. You know, like I find this a lot, like also art market demand that we internalize kind of uselessly, you know. And plus sometimes we have the feeling like, oh, our public saw everything that we did. Not really, you know, our publics are usually small. You can do it again, you can re-signify a lot of the things that you did. So just an encouragement, you know, go for it. I think a lot of times older pieces unify and bring together an idea, and I totally agree that that piece in the center like holds it together.
Thank you.
Good for you.
I noticed like in terms of like the recontextualizing of the old piece and the new, like I'm kind of drawn to like this, like the circular shape, and I'm noticing in like the nature pieces, a lot of the circular space, like, and then this has like a kind of also a roundness, and then like in this room there's also things that have the round shape, like the round shape on the mantle of the fireplace, and like even like in nature there's like round shapes that also in these spaces over here. So like you might not have intended it, just like, you know, was mentioned, but like this is also like a recontextualization, and I think it also brings everything together as well, like a new interpretation of like a unified, you know, collection. I think that works.
Yes, I think the round shape in China is a about the old philosophy about energy, China energy. The circle is very symbolic about energy and energy flow. So you have a lot of circles, nature artwork. But this piece is come back to inside, inside very sentimental human gestures about the how to say the hand gestures. It looks like the Buddhism, about Buddhism, or the when I young to see the Kung Fu, Chinese Kung Fu movie, a lot of elegy like this. So to me, that piece attracts me because the whole room, the energy focus on that point. Yeah. And this one can hold that energy that make me feel, yeah, that's the center of the room. Thank you.
Beautiful. Does anyone want to speak about maybe some other pieces in the room as well? Or?
I think that there's a really wonderful correlation between this piece and the newest piece. They have the same material, they have like a little bit of the same coloring, but I really like
the same shape almost. I mean, the same.
Yes, that's true, the same proportion and shape. But I think it was really nice the way you were talking about how it's like a family of things and there's a movement to it, so.
It kind of is like floating up a little bit, right?
A new direction, perhaps, who knows? Yeah. Very fruitful direction, you know. Thank you.
And I like how all the work is very organic and it's contained, but it doesn't lose its organicness in the rectangle, in the square. And I know that's like rib lines for using the rib for molding and sculpting on the sculpture there. These are rib lines, right? From ribs, metal ribs?
Yeah, 2 marks.
Yes, so that's why I like too, because it's not too finished or polished, which I think sometimes when people are using organic materials or referencing them, they can get lost and lose their life. But I feel like the acorns speak these pine needles, like you don't see it as art necessarily, but you have that balance of art and nature in it.
Yeah, even the hand is circle, circle, and circle, all circle. Yeah, so I feel that flow. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Well,